Hi everyone, I want to start off by saying welcome to my channel. This is MaddCards and I enjoy making art, which is one of the reasons I started this channel. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. So today I'm going to be testing out Crayola's box of 100 color pencils. These are roughly around 15 bucks depending where you're buying them from. I included a link below where you can actually find an even larger set of 120 on Amazon. For the sake of this drawing, we're going to stick to a simple still life. I've included the link for this reference image below if you want to try it out for yourself. I felt an apple would be a good choice since it hits on different color blends, both monochromatic from light to dark, and even some mixing of opposite colors like red and green. I also feel like a strong choice of reds and greens are basic colors every color pencil set should have to start with. Now, with 100 colors, you've got a pretty good selection, but I will say I think this set is a bit lacking on earth tones. It might be worth buying the larger set if you're drawing landscapes or portraits where more of those earth tones will be an absolute must. So let's break down the worth of these pencils. At $15 for the box, each pencil comes out to be close to 14 cents, which is very affordable compared to a lot of the other brands out there. Now, we've all probably used some form of Crayola products in our childhood. If you didn't know though, the Crayola colored pencils are wax-based. All the colored pencil brands have tweaked their formula a bit, so you will find each is a completely unique experience. Some give you a lot of color choices, others blend nicely, others are light fast. Each brand has its positives and negatives, but in this video, we'll be talking about just Crayola. So the first thing I noticed opening this box was the selection of colors is pretty solid. I do think the only thing which might have bothered me is how saturated some of the colors are, almost to the point of being neon. But given children are the ones mainly using this brand, I can understand the appeal of having more bright and vibrant colors. I found as I drew the colors themselves have a great vibrancy on the paper. The texture is a little harder than some of the other brands I've encountered, and as I started building up the layers, I noticed right away this kind of waxy shine developing, even though I was staying pretty light in terms of pressure. This means it became somewhat difficult to blend colors later on. Basically, the initial color you put down is what stays. So my recommendation to anyone using these pencils is to stay super light with how much pressure you are putting on the paper. It might also be a good idea to get a paper with tooth and some texture to it, so this way the pencil has more to grab onto, making it more likely you'll be able to blend. One of the other things I noticed is because of the hard texture of the pencil, it did make adding the water droplets at the end more difficult. So I did have to use some gel pen to achieve the same effect. But this is a common issue with a lot of color pencils. I provided a link to the pens I'm using below, which are generally great for highlights. What I will say about the Crayola colored pencil brand is they feel fairly sturdy. For their price, I'm very impressed. Yeah, it may not have the same ability to blend as the other brands, but it certainly holds water in this drawing test. You can see the drawing rounds out nicely. The large variety and color selection lends to the better turnout in spite of the blending issues. I would say if you plan to use the Crayola colored pencils, just give some thought and map out what colors you're going to use and where before you even begin. It may also help to test the colors on a separate piece of paper, just so you know what exactly you're getting before you commit it on your paper. Overall, I'd have to say my review of the Crayola colored pencils is better than I anticipated. You just can't beat its price. If you're a novice just starting out, these might be the perfect brand to start with as sort of training wheels. It definitely will help you get to learn color and teach you the importance of the pressure you put on the pencil. I'd say it's also a great pencil for doodling and sketching. So here's the final product. Again, I'm pretty happy with this. I think it stood up well to the test. So yeah, way to go, Crayola. Again, as I said in the beginning of the video, there's a link to the larger set of these on Amazon down below. It would also be greatly appreciated if you like and subscribe to my channel as it helps to further support my videos. Thank you for stopping by and tuning in.